John Jensen. What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. There we go. My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We are so happy to be back. John Jensen is here. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Okay. Got you. Sir Turbo. Sir Turbo. Oh, man. Guys, I got this arthritis relief cream to review on Amazon from the seller. They sent it to me to review. You know, I do product reviews for companies. It works so good. Why is this not letting me add the thumbnail? There we go. It works so good. Ugh. Copy. There we go. Most people miss this. Oh, man. Good for them. Good for them. So Turbo. Okay. All right. Yeah, in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Titus. We're going to talk a little bit about... oh, you're out of frame now, puppers. There we go. Little dark. Might have to adjust that, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Totem word of the day is ! Skin. ! Skin. That is, got a little bit to talk about having to do with skins. Where's the chat? There we go. There we go. Yeah, of course, the first thing that I want to talk about is these skins right here. Like, man, these are so good. These are so good. This health skin, the blue and the gold. Oh. Drain just looking good. Dante's skin is insane. Dante's skin is insane. Armor penetration for Dante is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy given his new talisman. His relic. His new relic. I would be loving life right now if I had a Dante team on Hero Wars Alliance and I could afford the relic, I guess. Making him have higher armor penetration, making him have higher dodge when he's closer. It's so cool. I'm not a huge fan of the other skins so much. I think the Electra, Octavia, and Drain, the violet and gold skins, I like the color contrast a lot. But they're just a little simpler. They're just a little simpler for me. A little simpler for me. Health skin for Octavia, I think, is great. I think Octavia's health skin is great. Toughness for a tank is going to be an absolute top tier skin. Armor for Drain, health for Drain, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, probably. But that armor penetration skin for Dante, whoo-wee. Drain's Goddess Guardian skin and Skin Plus will be available in the Seer's game, which is live now on Hero Wars Alliance. Oblivion skins for Dante, Octavia, Electra, and will be on sale on February 7th with Dante's Skin Plus, right? Available in the special shop. And then Drain's Oblivion skin is just going to be on sale. Just going to be on sale. Yeah. Yesterday was the first day of Seer's game. We're in it now. We're in Seer's game. Seer's game is going to go live for Hero Wars Facebook and web tonight, here in about 8 hours. Which means it's not available? Fair. Well, these repeat winners when all I ever get picked. Anthony, it's just bad luck, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Comparison is the thief of joy. It's live. Sometimes you're lucky and other times you are not. Yep. Well. Seer's game's going live, and then we got the Runic Millstone Alliance of Forces 2-pack going live on the 4th. Well. Cool looking skins, though. Cool looking skins. Over on Hero Wars Facebook and web, we had over the weekend. Let me pull up the blog. Over the weekend, they added, they started the skin rotation for the, does she keep moving? She does, she keeps moving. I should adjust this one. There we go. Whoops. There we go. They added in the new skins for Fafnir. Not new, but... They added in the demonic skins for Fafnir. You can purchase them now with skin stones. 5,000 skin stones. I think magic defense is a bigger priority for Fafnir than it used to be. Of course, I discussed this in my video earlier today, but I just kind of want to go over it again. Folio getting magic attack, I think, is huge. I think it's huge. One of the big time things that's going to be continuing to take place is, you know, the shift into magic damage teams. You're going to see a lot of these Lyria teams from players that are they just don't care to change. You see this a lot in like older servers. People just don't care to change. Like they don't care to change the defense because they can get to rank 1 on Arena quick enough that they don't really need to change their defense from what it is. They just don't need to. Like it's fine. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. Let's do the, what are we doing? Augustus, Iris, Dorian, or Augustus. We'll do Iris, and we'll throw in Dorian here. Helios could work also. The rest of this stuff I don't think really matters that much. You're going to see a lot of these players, you know, just like players that continue to use Dante teams. I think the Dante, Nebula, Orion, Augustus team is still going to be popular because it's still a really strong attacking team, right? But I think that we're going to start... See, there you go. There's a Dante Nebula team right there from our guild. Man, as soon as I say that, I don't see any of them. I think that we're going to start seeing a lot more of these mage teams. And... you know, Folio is a part of that kind of era of new mages being added. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of Folio. Aesthetically, I'm not a fan. I'm just not. It's okay. It's okay. But Magic Attack skin, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And then we have the Augustus skin. Controversial skin. Because it's health. I don't think the health skin really matters for Augustus at all. These magic teams just overwhelm Isaac. Yep. Jorgen will make a return. Absolutely. Absolutely. So my question is this, though. Is like, why not announce this? Like, why not? Why not announce it? We've got such a nice rotation going through here. 3 at once on the 31st, right? And then on the 14th, we get the Electra skin. and then 2 skins, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 skins all rotating into being purchasable with regular skin stones all at once. Maybe they just had too much other stuff going on, too much other stuff to announce that they didn't want to announce it. I guess in the grand scheme of things, them not announcing that these skins being rotated is not a huge deal. You know, it's nice to know. Clinton says, "Why ask why?" Absolutely, absolutely. You know, the Electra demonic skin magic defense I think is huge because I think everybody's going to be doing Electra on Electra action for the next 6 months. Oh shoot. Yeah. The magic attack skin for Mushy, I don't really care. The cyber skin for Cascade is going to be a big deal. Like, we have a big month of skins coming ahead. A big month of skins coming. Wonder who else got that reference? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did anyone else notice that the Cascade Star skin popped up as purchasable on the daily skin sale? I saw a couple of... Dad joke? I think those are different for everybody, actually. Win Iris. So that's one of the things actually that's missing. Thank you, Baylor Dan, for mentioning that. One thing that's not here are any of the Seers game skins, you know, including the one that's going to be popping in tomorrow, right? If there is, I guess I'm assuming that there's a Seers game skin tomorrow. There might not be. There absolutely might not be. Yeah. MVB84. MVB84. Excedra, thanks for coming by. I am having a pretty decent day. Cleaned up my desk, recorded a bunch of Amazon videos. My knee feels great because this this cream. Had a nice little conversation with the community manager today about the Titus event, the when and the what and the how, which I'm not allowed to share, but you know, I'm gonna be going on this cruise in about 10 days, and wanted to see, you know, where things were gonna line up. All right. Krista skin, yeah. The Krista skin was the first one, wasn't it? The first series. No. Chaba's mama's skin was the first one. Chaba's mama's skin was the first one. Gonna do your walk? Okay. See you in a little while. Where are they? I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. All right. So, over the weekend, last week, I put out a call to action. It was kind of a fun theory crafting experience with Dino Peter. I don't know if I have the team still. There we go. Here we go. So this team right here, is a strong team. It's the team that I've been using on defense, and we've got a 100% win rate for it. A lot of you reached out about this team. You know, there's a lot of moving parts as to why it works really well. Electra is just absolutely insane. Throughput, self-sustain. You know, you have just it's a really nice team. It's a really nice team. But I wanted to show a team that has got a 100% win rate. It went 100 out of 100. It was a team that I don't know that a lot of you are going to want to level. But I'm going to show you an alternative. So it has got Kayla Aiden. All right, Kayla Aiden, of course, is a superstar. Kayla Aiden is a superstar versus these mage teams. All right, because they're not using any thick heroes in the back like Fafnir or Martha or anything like that, Kayla just does incredible things. Just incredible things. Aiden with Chorus, Kayla with Albus. We're going to use Morrigan here as a way to counter Fluffy's revive. I think that Morrigan is more and more worth leveling. I think that there is some mirror teams that you can use here via Cascade that blocks it. But Morrigan just blocks revives the whole time. It doesn't matter on the timing. It doesn't matter on the ult schedule of all of that. Morrigan is just going to work. And the armor penetration artifact that Morrigan provides is really good for Kayla, at least the physical damage that she does, right? Jorgen is an interesting addition that I think that a lot of people are going to be initially upset about, but then once you realize that once you realize that you don't have to level up Jorgen that much to be effective, 80k, 90k, something like that, unlock him, get his magic attack up there, get his health and his defensive stats a little bit up there so he doesn't die immediately. His skills are where it's at. And the main thing is since there's no Sebastian here, a lot of people are relying on Chorus to counter stun teams, charm teams, silences, right? But Chorus doesn't stop the energy manipulation. And once upon a time, Jorgen was one of the most powerful heroes in the game because of his energy manipulation, right? Just an absolute workhorse, and you don't have to level him up that high. Now, here's the problem, is Marcus. Now, Marcus makes this team a 100% win rate. Marcus makes this team a 100% win rate. Let's see, Chorus is the team pets, and then the war flag is of the Vanguard. The patterns are physical attack, armor penetration, and magic defense. There we go. So Marcus makes this thing a perfect win rate team. Perfect win rate. All right. Marcus is one that needs a lot of investment. Marcus is a nice little tank. Keeps the team up. He's got a little immunity shield, as paladins do. Fox, Christian. Ginger is the worst hero in the game. Marcus is not a hero that a lot of people have leveled up. But what's really cool about this team, guys, what's really cool about this attacking team is it doesn't have any of the necessary heroes for some of the existing counter teams. It doesn't have the Sebastian Isaac. It doesn't have the Lyria. It doesn't have the Helios, the Amira, the Heidi, right? I really like this team because it dances around some of the heroes that a lot of people might have already leveled up. I know a lot of people have Aiden already, and Aiden might be used elsewhere. That's kind of the only exception. It's kind of the only exception here. And this team, if I invest in Marcus, I guess, this team will allow me to have a 100% win rate against this team, against this specific defense, okay? Calorie Fair shared this to me for what it's worth. It just wins. It just wins, okay? It just wins. It's a 100% win rate against that team. Not 19 out of 20, not 99 out of 100. It goes 100, all right? Now, if you don't have Marcus leveled up, you can use Thea. But Calorie Fair says it's not 100 out of 100 anymore. You can use the War Flag of Readiness instead with Thea. But there are some occasional losses here and there. Now, huge shout out to everybody in the comment section that gave some really, really cool ideas. I'm a big fan of the thought process. I'm a big fan of all the theory crafting that went into how you counter this team. I think that this attacking team on the left is not that good of a team. I don't think that this attacking team is that good. What did I do that for? Why did I do that? You know what? It doesn't matter. But I do think that this team is going to be somewhat effective against a lot of these Mage teams. If I can find any of these Mage teams even in the game. Brentus really wants Marcus to be good. What's the winning combination for... Yeah. No. I expect to lean into the Mage teams a little bit more. I do expect that we're going to lean into the Mage teams just a little bit more. Here we go. Let's try versus this team. Well, that's not really... I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. War Flag. I don't have Thea really leveled up. I don't have Marcus leveled up, actually, to be honest with you. So that's not going to work. But what about Goose? What about it? Does Red Gifted Dominion? No, Red Gifted Dominion does not upgrade the Ninja Turtles. It does not. It's the one hero. It doesn't work. Anyway, that is one of several combinations that a lot of people are telling me has a pretty high win rate against that team and that type of team. I see some people in the chat here. Nimbeck says Krista Morgan, Phobos, Cascade, Mojo. I mean, I'm sure that that's a really good team, but asking somebody to level up Mojo is even worse. It's even worse than Marcus. Now, the one thing that I will say about Marcus, Marcus is he is useful. He is useful versus Maestro. This is one of the teams that Dita uses or has used in the past. Marcus is useful versus Maestro, and not so much versus Ash, but he could probably survive. Kayla, Nebula, Fluffy, Orion, Aiden. Okay, I could see that. Goose instead of Marcus? Maybe. Goose is probably less useful for heroes to level up than Marcus also, but there's the fight right there. Man, we tried on that team for so long. There we go. Yeah. Mojo is essential for Maestro and Ash. Is he now? Two of you say so. Okay. I think I do have him actually. Yeah. Well, that's true. Anyway, this team is very effective. This team on the right is very effective, and you're going to see a lot of them. The problem is the team on the left, it's just not that good by itself. Like, it's not that good of a defensive team. Oh, I guess I should... I need to adjust the... What is it? Get him, girl. And we're going to time out here. Speaking of Thea, losing sometimes. Oh, we might still win here. We won. There we go. Money Mike, appreciate you being here. Love the Remy cam. Yeah, I wish that I had a better camera and I can adjust. I gotta figure out the settings to make it so she's not so blown out. Anyway, huge shout out to Calorie Fair for sharing this team and all of the dozens and dozens and dozens of comments on that video. Dozens and dozens of comments. A lot of people claiming great teams to use. And yes, this is a good team. Like I said, this is a good team to use against that team on the right. And probably a lot of the similar teams using like Orion instead. Probably a good opportunity. But not a bunch of heroes. Not a bunch of heroes that I'd recommend people level up, man. Ugh. I do want Thea. I do want Marcus. I'll level him up eventually. And now I'm thinking about Mojo. When is Titus coming? Coming in February. I'm not allowed to tell you. I am non-disclosure agreement, not allowed to tell you. Brawl Fan Gaming. I know when. Reagan Rosner. But I can't share it. Web player. Nice. Okay. D-scan. Got some Q&A that I want to knock out also. There we go. I'm going to move this over here to the side. So last week the starboard was not as lively as I would like it to have been, but Sandra did answer some questions that the community had been begging to be answered. And one of them is the difference between rewards for the Tournament of Elements. The Tournament of Elements on Facebook has a lot higher Emerald payout than the Tournament of Emeralds on web. A lot higher. I think it's like either 4 times or 10 times higher payout. Tournament of Power, here we go. Or Tournament of the Elements, rather, not Tournament of Power. Now, obviously, this is an intra-server kind of thing, kind of mashed together platform from 8 years ago that we do because we need the currency to buy artifacts and to level up artifacts. Nose itches. The rank 1 player gets 100,000 emeralds, right? D-scan is here. Nice. Okay, I'll get you a D-scan. I think on web the cap is like 10,000. Nunya, you email. I'll double check it. Nunya, I'll double check it after this live stream. Somebody on web tell me what the emerald reward is for first place. Somebody in chat, go check for me and tell me just so that I'm not making stuff up. Anyway, Sandra, community manager Sandra says. So first question, there's a different number of players for TOE rewards. Why doesn't web have way more players? Shouldn't the rewards be higher then? Too many cheaters? Yeah. Web and Facebook are separate ecosystems, different servers, different player pools, and they don't compete with each other directly. So even if their reward numbers look very different, it doesn't translate into an advantage. The current TOE reward structure was designed a long time ago when the platforms had very different player bases and competitive environments. I will share the feedback with the team, though there are no plans to change it right now. So I'm not a fan of this answer. The only thing that I can think of is like Facebook was the first version of Hero Wars Dominion Era in English. It started off on VK and it was called something else in Russia. Heroes of Chaos or something like that. 10,000 emeralds? Okay, thanks, guys. The rewards on Facebook are 10 times the reward on web, and I cannot imagine why that would be the case. I think that there's got to be some kind of, maybe they saw it as like a testing ground, and they had some numbers that were saying that there were too many emeralds in the economy or something. Tom A is actually Tom A mentioned the point that I'm going to go here in a second. We have these different, basically different games. I mean, they're effectively the same game. This isn't like Hero Wars Web and Hero Wars Mobile. Those are way, 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 way different. Dominion Era on Facebook, Dominion Era on Web are similar, but there are some small changes. The growth on Facebook isn't there. Like they just don't add servers on Facebook like they do on web. There is this stigma on the social media channels that the Facebook players are worse in some way. I think it has a lot to do with the players that are playing Facebook have been playing longer, and they're just lazy. Probably a little bit more lazier. There's also a stigma that older servers are easier because they don't ever change their defenses, which, you know, arguably the case. But I think you're going to find that on every server anyway. But the issue that I have with this is the cost of things are the same. Like, the cost of a skin is not 10 times less on web than it is on mobile. If there were less players, you'd think it would be easier to get a higher amount of emeralds. You know what I mean? Like, if you were fifth place is 10,000 emeralds. Does that mean that you're 5 times as likely? I don't know how that works out. I'm trying to math it in my head, and I just can't figure out how to do it. You're 5 times as likely to get the same amount of emeralds. But web has a lot more players. The argument that Chronicles of Chaos, thank you. Chronicles of Chaos. Yeah. John Jensen, I don't think that the amount of players changes the difficulty at all. I really don't. This game isn't difficult. It's just a simple matter of, like, people overcomplicate Hero Wars so much. Like, it's not that hard. The hard part is getting 29 other players to not do stupid things, right? Now, I do stupid things for the sake of views. That doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right. 100K in web. Opatsky says 100K in web. Huh. But this, like, the TOE is, I mean, obviously players are cheating in here. Obviously, thank you, D-Scan. There are obviously cheaters in here, and it is what it is. But things aren't 10 times cheaper on web. And the bundles, like Tom A said, and I'm going to quote Tom A directly because it's worth mentioning. Let me find the comment here. Tom A, I can't find your comment. Can you say it again? Oh, here it is. If the web is 10 times less, does that mean their emerald packages cost 10 times less also? They don't. Like, the cost of all of the bundles are the same. The cost of all of the items are the same. I'm not a huge fan of this answer at all. I will agree that TOE was built a long time ago. I will agree that the player bases are dramatically different. We all use the same teams, though. It's not like Facebook has no idea that Fluffy exists, right? Has no idea that Lara Croft is good. It's not like that. You know, we have the same kinds of defenses. I mean, it's crazy that we're still using Dante, Nebula, Gus, Orion here in 2026. I mean, that is crazy. Even on the bridge, man. It's crazy that we're using those teams still. Yeah, I don't really understand this. I don't really understand this. But if they took it away now, I beat all the Elemental Lords in 1 week and still couldn't break 2,000th place on Facebook, so I don't bother wasting time past the first fail anymore. Yeah, I don't even. I don't either. I don't either. I don't either. Can you even change it now? Is the reason why it's not changed because you can't change it now? It's definitely possible. I don't know. No. First place price is not real? Yeah. It is real. Dad Joke Savant. Great name. Dad Joke Savant. She's struggling to stay awake. Web player. Nice. Can you change guilds without penalty yet? What penalty? What penalty? Turo Nuile. Thank you, Gambit X Factor. Thank you, Anthony. John messaged me. Reagan messaged me. Yeah, send an email or message me on Discord. HeroWarsCentral@gmail.com. How many hours a day does she sleep? A lot. She sleeps a lot. She sleeps a lot. Yeah, Mazrax, are you saying that there was the penalty for changing guild during Winterfest is you couldn't change. Like there wasn't a penalty, you just couldn't change. Was Christmas event going? There's got to be some. I assume you couldn't change without losing some of your stuff. Yeah, maybe like some prestige stuff. You might lose like your prestige stuff. Yeah, there is a fee. Trolle says that the 50 emerald fee. There is a fee to change guilds if you want to do it quickly. Fleming with a good question. Will Titus change the way to play ToE in defense and attack? What do you and do you have to change Totem Fusion? So that's a really good question. I personally will struggle to give you a solid answer for that. I do have like the community suggested Totem Fusion. Think Starstruck wrote this. All right, Triple Cycle, Pulse of the Ancients, and Whisper of the Depths. You know, it's really hard to say, Fleming, right now because we don't entirely know. We don't entirely know what Titus is going to do. Like, obviously, what we have to look at is mobile, and that's a completely different game. Tyrone? Okay, thanks. Like, whenever you summon Fido, he does damage and stuns nearby enemies. Increases the duration of stuns. With Asherona, when you summon Pyro, he deals damage and does the Smoldering Brand. When they take damage, the brand explodes. Area of effect damage. I don't... I can't imagine you're going to want to change the Totem Fusion. Let's go. Elemental Spirits, Water, Fusion. So Whisper of the Depths, or Depths Whisper, restores health to ally titans and damages nearby enemies over 10 seconds. Each time it activates, the restored health is distributed among titans in need of healing. I don't expect that to change. I don't really expect that to be any different. I mean, I'm not personally a huge fan of that one anyway. And Triple Cycle, Pulse of the Ancients. Excuse me. Triple Cycle, man. I feel like Titus is going to do some kind of shielding effect. We have a stun, we have a bonus damage and area of effect. I feel like Titus is probably going to do some kind of shield effect. And maybe you change it to Echo Aegis. Echo Aegis. No, I don't think it's going to change anything. I don't think it's going to change any of the fusions. D's B's Knees says, I would leave the fusion as is, given the expense and randomness of upgrading. You know, we will have an opportunity to play around with it a little bit whenever Titus joins us here in a little bit. You know, as far as changing how things go in TOE, I don't think so. I don't think it'll change that either. Do we know yet if the seal for the new Light Dark Titans will be... I don't know. Phil Fenton, I don't know that. A water barrier like Earth? No, more like Titus will have a, not like a reflective barrier, but similar to, like Avalon's shield. Cast a shield absorbing some damage on all allies. Something similar to that. That's my guess. Is little scrubbing bubble dude is going to do some kind of shield. That's just a feeling I have. I have no proof of that. It might be healing. Actually, it's probably healing. It is actually probably healing, though. Relic points in Guild Clash? That's new. Okay. Does that make it significantly less expensive to buy a relic now? Kevin Orman, no, they have not. They have not been announced. The skills have not been revealed. No. None of the data miners have shared any information about Titus. None of them. Yeah, no. None of the data miners have shared any of the skills for Titus. Wind Titans came last week when Charlie went to Taco Bell. Yeah, that was a mistake. Whoo-wee. Yeah, no information on Wind Titans. Mike, no information. Let's do some more drawing, and we'll do some player versus player. Oh, Glenn Malvasso. Glenn Malvasso. Let's get our attacks in. I went ahead and cranked my Fluffy tank team. I cranked my Fluffy. What? Took out two teams on the Citadel. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The unit guild, they haven't changed their team yet, and I've been harping on this for such a long time. Like such a long time I've been harping on this that Magic is gonna be the new popular team. Like players that are using teams like this, it will still work. But only if you're not paying attention. Only if you're not paying attention. And it's the same conversation that we had about Dante, Orion, Augustus, and like the Rufus, Dante, Iris teams before that. And, you know, they only work if the attacker is not paying attention. You know, Vex as a team pet is cute, I guess, but Mage teams are going to be the thing for the rest of the year. Like, just bar none, it is going to be the thing. The problem that we're going to run into is going to be like, you know, how do you build 2 or more teams that can fight off the Mage teams that we've had? And, you know, I'm happy that Lyria had her time. It made Dante be less overwhelming, less powerful. You know, a lot of new people haven't even touched Dante leveling. There was an era that was the very first hero that everybody had to level up was Dante. And now with Cascade and Augustus, in a way, with Cascade and Augustus, you can't really use dodge heroes versus Mage teams either. So Mage teams are just kind of it now. They're just kind of it. You know, finding the right lines to counter these is going to be the way. And, you know, we're still dealing with some players. Same conversation. You know, the Facebook players, it seems like there's a lot of people still hanging on to this team makeup. And, you know, the reason for it makes sense. It has a chance to win still, right? It has a random chance to win still. We're going to use Sebastian Isaac, Martha with Lyria, right? We're going to go with Albus, Fenris, Oliver. Team pet is going to be Axel. Warflag doesn't really matter. We'll go with Recovery. Yeah. You know, Hero Wars is all about options. You know, being in a guild that doesn't make dumb attacks and you know, having the right options when you need them. You know what I mean? Like, potentially, my Fluffy team actually is pretty good here as well. So, like, we'll do a quick test just to confirm. Let's see, Aiden, Fluffy, Helios, Iris, actually, instead of Helios. We'll do Dorian, Iris, and who am I missing? Augustus. Team pet is Chorus, Warflag. Again, probably doesn't matter. We'll go with Recovery, Albus, Chorus, Biscuit. Sure. Is this a test? Oh, no, I'm actually, oops. Uh-oh. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, the attacking player has to make a mistake in order for you to have a chance. Fortunately, this attacking team is so strong that it looks like I'm going to win anyway. I meant to do a testing here. This is the attacking team that I think that I would build. It's kind of fun. The Fluffy Augustus, Aiden, Dorian with, you know, variation on the back. You know, so our Facebook servers, our Facebook players just lazier and slower to adjust. I mean, possibly. Why is Augustus needed? It's not. Mike, have fun in your appointment. Ish also made a comeback with Lyria. Now Fluffy put Ish back in the closet. Yeah. Kind of a weird conversation there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Facebook players are just overall worse. So give us the extra rewards in Tournament of the Elements, I suppose. Did I explore the island yet? There's an extra 15. Did you know I haven't? In the mystery chests, there's an extra 15,000 free emeralds hidden in the mystery chests. Where at? An extra 15,000 emeralds? Where? I know that these red chests can be 5k each. All right. They can be, but they're not often. Like those, like they can be 5k. Timothy Book. Couple guildies got it. Teach you where? Do we have the February? Yeah. Christian, I've got it on the blog. The time to love map is coming soon though. Only guarantees to open all of them, so no way is that worth it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Teach you if Timothy Book. Yeah, Timothy's here. Nice. Timothy Book. Um, 46 moves to get the emeralds. Blech. 10 moves to get the flag, though. Deworming all good. It's all good, Tichu. It's all good. Let's draw one last name today. Mr. Nobody 202. Mr. Nobody 202. Find the Dante hate funny. Many players take forever to build a team, and 1 million Dante team still beats an 850k meta team. Yeah, I think Dante has a chance to win from now on. You know, it's like I was saying earlier. As long as you're paying attention, as the attacker, this game isn't hard. Like I said, the hard thing, Mr. Nobody's here. The hard thing is finding 29 other players that also pay attention. You know what I mean? I can be nobody. Let's try Calorie Ferris team. I don't have a high Thea, but my Thea is okay. Thea. Merlin. Let's see. Kayla. Morgan. Jorgen. Let's see. War Flag of the Vanguard. We'll do this one right here. No, we'll do War Flag of the Vanguard. Oh, I don't have readiness with any patterns in it, so... be all right. Axel here. Let's give her a try. Timothy, I got your email. So this team doesn't have Lyria or Cascade in it, so Dante should do well against this team. Should. Yeah. My Thea is weak. Yeah. Nobody won. Nobody won. Yeah, crazy. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. UTC. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate, again, everybody who shared teams for all of this. We'll have information about Titus in a few days. We'll get the tease and the announcement. Caleb the GOAT. Yeah, I think I'm going to level up Marcus first. I think I'm probably going to level up Marcus before Thea. I started leveling Thea today when I was like, I'll do Marcus instead. I like Marcus. I like Paladins a lot more, so. If anybody's playing World of Warcraft The Burning Crusade in a few days, please let me know. Looking for people to run guilds with, or dungeons with. Appreciate all of the winners today that have already reached out. Email me. Send me a message on Discord. Nunya, if you're still here, I'll go check out my email right now. I'll go check my email right now for you. We'll see everybody back here tomorrow. Please like the live stream if you had a fun time. If you learned anything. Yeah. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.